Hello, I'm the Flame Wolf, and welcome to my video. And in this video, I'll be solving 100 days in the world of Pixelmon. And these 100 days, I have only but 3 goals, and these goals are catching a shiny Pokemon and catching a legendary Pokemon. And for my final goal, it is defeating a gym leader. So that being said, make sure to like, subscribe, share the video for more, and with that, I'd like to welcome you to the world of Pixelmon. On day 1, with this epic music that this mod pack provided for the loading screen, we went down looking for the SmashMc server, in which that's the server we were playing on. Once we loaded in, we looked at the server options. Ultimately, after seeing all the options, we chose Giritina, the Giritina server. So if you guys ever play SmashMc, make sure to join Giritina and say hello to me. And now we begin to select our starter. And out of the starters, we select Tempig, our very own starter. It was the first starter I ever chosen when I first started playing Pokemon. And I noticed something peculiar about this Tempig. It was a yellow tint. But it bothered me, because I didn't know why it was that way. Kept clicking on it and clicking on it, not knowing how to do it. Finally, I figured it out. It was a shiny Tempig, and we've successfully completed our catching a shiny task right off the bat. So we went down the stairs to start exploring our spawn area, of course. Got lost for words there for a second, but not to worry. We are gonna keep going, and we decided to take a look at controls to see what else was in here. To see if there's anything worth using, seeing if there was Optifine already in here, or if I had to add it myself. Ultimately, after looking through this, we discovered that there was no Optifine. So with that, we exited out and we looked at a Tempig, which was named Tempig the Chosen One. And I did not name that myself, that is something the server generates for itself. Apparently, shiny Pokemon, shiny starters are indeed, you have a 50% chance from what some people say. Some have said it is the rarest thing you could ever get. Which one is true, I am not sure. But what I do know is, I have a shiny Tempig. And we continue to explore spawn, looking for a way to get to the overworld in which we would build our home, build our nether portals, our home base. That is what we are spending most of day 1 doing. Now most of these days are spent into 2 or 3 big parts due to the lack of interesting content. We can see trainers, but yes, I have it separated in like days, like 2 to 20, etc. Because there wasn't as much interesting things in those days. Some days were just me walking around. Like, there wasn't anything entertaining for you guys to particularly see. I have specifically left in the most interesting parts within this video. So that way, you guys don't get bored, click off the video, and say, this is a terrible video. I wanted to make sure you guys enjoyed the video as much as possible, so that is what I did. And me being pretty much an idiot, not knowing where we're supposed to go, and essentially jumping off the world at spawn, going absolutely nowhere because you can't leave spawn. You gotta go to the overworld manually. You can't go manually. You gotta click the little spawn guy. But little me didn't discover that for a while. A long while. I wasn't the best at that. Not for a while. And we eventually found this little hiker, clicked on him, and we descended into the snowy area, exhausting the 100 days. We also had discovered a abandoned Pokemon Center that was usually being used as someone's home, as well as a second one not too far away, and an igloo that someone else lived. And we began to battle other mons to pick up. Otherwise, we would stand no chance against the wild ones themselves. Catch more mons. Eventually, after training it out to 14, we began battling other mons as well in the wild, outside of our own home. Eventually, we named our Temple Fire Lord, caught a Murkrow, and named it Hail Giovanni! So, as catching and execute. And we caught Mawile. And we began exploring spawn, as well as catching a Machop. And eventually, we began leveling them up. Hail Giovanni! Hail Giovanni is a particular meme. If you've played Hard Gold and Soul Silver, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, it's an amazing game. Go play it. Pokemon Hard Gold and Soul Silver. Quite a good game. And these are all days between days 2 and 20. Tempic the Chosen One. And our Tempic is finally evolving into that thing is humongous. It evolved into a pig knight. With a little chuckle, we gave it arm thrust. We'll place it with tap. We now have eventually found a dusk form like which, from what I've asked people around the server about, is extremely rare. And we caught ourselves a gas. We are catching ourselves almost with mons. We went to the PC and here, catching Madrivis. We are catching mons, eventually building our final team. And we have also, and then we discovered a wormhole. To climbing into it, we were transported into an unknown dimension that I had no idea how to navigate. There was no gravity here as well, which made things interesting to say at least. And me being the idiot I am, we fell off the ledge, falling endlessly into the void until it will eventually kick us out of this black hole, finding blocks that are falling away like little meteors. And world generation. We did find a dog trio down here. Rest in peace, bud. I didn't mean to aid your home. I tried to knock him off, but I didn't. Idiot, we fell through and we're back at spawn with the wormhole disappearing. Then we proceeded to buying a PC. Or rather, a Pokemon storage unit. And then we began to train yet again. Catching more mons is kind of thing we do. Then we caught a Dino, named it My Guy, involving our Honchkrow, Emboar, and more. We also caught ourselves a Demon Sword, which from what I could tell is either a different color Anger Slash, or it's just a Shadow Anger Slash. We also begin to build our Nether Temple. Whatever we'd like to call it. Making it so it looks good. And I believe we now have our nearly final team to go with this. exploring the nether, digging up some netherrack, and having a jolly good time within the nether. Most people don't like to go into the nether because you can die. But in this Pixelmon server, you cannot die. Your character cannot die unless you probably get into the void somehow. We also started battling, catching a Voltorb, a Toxel, which is a mon I didn't expect to be in this game. And then we battled a level 98 Eevee, getting ourselves 6 rare candies. Every time you fight Mrs. Eevee, Mrs. Eevee's Eevee gets a lot stronger. We are opening vote crates, which is how you get most items. Unless, of course, you want to again get items. Then we began our whole position of fighting a gym, thinking we were strong enough to take it down, then boosting our levels to level 100 against a full shiny team. First up, a shiny Alolan Golem, followed by a shiny Gigalith. Me thinking everything's going well was poorly mistaken and my poor team could take care of it all. I was mistaken. I didn't think my Ember could do it. This team of hers quite literally one-shots nearly every single mon I had. No matter which one I used, it was guaranteed to lose. Nearly every time. Now for those who don't know, these gym leaders are legitimately no joke. The player gym leaders, you have at least a chance for them to really screw themselves up and click in the wrong move. But with the gym leaders, they are battle perfectionists. They don't really make mistakes all too often. And our first loss, we also got a random Pokemon letter to get ourselves a random mon that would be sent to our PC. Now, after losing here, we discovered we would have to do lots of trading. And we began looking and seeing all the gyms we could fight. And on fighting each and every one. Until I eventually beat a single gym. This time we selected the Ghost Gym Leader. Selected our team once again. With myself thinking I could beat the problem. Unfortunately, I was sorely mistaken, for I was not even strong enough to do so. Battled them time and time again, only to lose. You guys would probably like to see. We did this all the way through age 21 and 30 as well. Because we are stubborn and we will keep pushing through it till we eventually win. Because if we do not win, we are gym leader for the age 100's up. We are gonna be a terrible YouTuber. No one's gonna like us. Everyone's gonna say, "You suck! You didn't beat a gym leader! They're like so easy, Lamo!" I have a feeling those comments will come if I lose to a gym leader before it's all over. We also had purchased with our tokens a Master Ball to use when we catch a legendary. Then we had found a random Bulbasaur as we were walking through the wild. This Bulbasaur was especially stubborn, we continued to throw balls at it, knowing full well we couldn't hit it, because we risked killing it. I am terrible when it comes to catching mons. especially because I can find stuff really easy, find really good bonds, but I always have a hard time catching them. They're always pretty much stubborn, and I don't know why it took as long as it did to catch Bulbasaur within a Ultra Ball, especially at level 14. It kept shaking twice, but was ultimately stubborn enough to keep me there for quite some time. It actually kept me there for 2 Minecraft days. That's how long it took to catch a single Bulbasaur. It took 40 minutes. It's 2 Minecraft days just to catch one easy Bulbasaur in a Ultra Ball. And having no way of putting in statuses, weakening it anyways, it just was I need to consider running away. But slowly but surely, I believe we will eventually Giving up is for the weak. Giving up is not something I'm proud of. It's not something I will ever do. I never give up. Nor do I go back on my word. And if you guys want to see 200 days, get this video to over 1,000 views, and I will do Pixelmon 200 days. Eventually we threw a timer ball, and we did catch that Bulbasaur. Because I'm a man of my word, 1,000 views, and I'll do 200 days. We also, while flying around on a Hail Giovanni, we found 2 villages. Hail Giovanni. And within these 10 days, someone asked us to TP to us because we were in a plains biome. So we allowed them to teleport to us. They looked around in the plains biome, and we battled the Tauros. For the Zaman we had not caught yet, and we were going for that pro trainer ranking in this game, seeing as we weren't verified as a YouTuber despite having over 1,000 subscribers. Oh well. So we battled the Tauros with our newly teleported friend watching. Attempted to catch it, and then we got the blue screen of death. Not quite the blue screen of death, but pretty much equivalent to it. I could not see grass or the landscape. After battling it, and quite a few times, we will eventually be able to catch it. Why it takes so long, I'm not entirely sure, but this Tauros we could damage. But we critted it with a crunch, and it somehow lived on 1 HP, which was the Ultra Ball, and it broke free yet again. We used rest to get back to full, and we threw the Ultra Ball, seeing if we could catch it while it was asleep, unable to do it. And with that, we caught the Tauros, and we had a map. And our teleported friend thanked us and ran away, and we ran into a different direction. On days 31, starting off with day 31, we hid on top of a Pokemon, watching the people below, seeing if someone could spot us. And we also had grinded up and evolved our Dino into a Hydreigon. Honestly, Hydreigon is one of my favorite Dragon-type Pokemon, as well as Haxorus and Garchomp. Those are my 3 favorite Dragon-type Pokemon to ever exist. I always loved their designs, and they were always pretty powerful. we stood up here for quite some time, enjoying our surroundings, seeing if we could hide, and seeing if we could get someone to join us up here. Though, I don't think people on server we chat too much, and I don't think they realistically look up in the server, making this not as fun, but an interesting bit nonetheless. So we continue to sit up here, hoping, just hoping, that someone would get up, would figure out that we are up here and come say hello. Seeing if they truly liked it or not. We also began to try to answer questions, but this heavenly cannon guy, or girl, or it, I don't know, but yeah, answered the questions ridiculously fast. Like he was a keyboard god or something, or he just had every answer there and he just copy-pasted the moment he saw it. Like it was on the ready. Like he knew the question was coming next, and he had the answer ready to go. So I said the next question after that, next answer, etc. He almost never lost. A few times we did manage to eventually beat him within these 31 to 45 days. But as we spent most of our days sitting up here and hoping, because I didn't want to give up the chance of someone finding me up here, because it was indeed pretty much a lot of fun. But while I got you guys here, if you guys are still watching, that is, or not, doesn't matter to me. I just hope you guys enjoying the video. But we did add Optifine ourselves, and we could zoom in with ease, just this by hitting a simple button. If you guys want me to make a video on how to add Optifine to any mod pack you want, even official mod packs, let me know and I will make the video. As you just saw right there, Heaven Cannon missed it, but both of us got it right, but we both missed it to another player. We spent most of our days sitting up here for one reason, just to see if people would notice, or to see if people were just too focused to look at chat all the time. Because that's how most people on servers are. They don't read chat all too often, and that is just something I was always confused about. Also, we messed with trapdoors, even hiding in a little slot, just to avoid any unnecessary company that we did not need. Also, if you guys haven't seen it, my other 100 days with my first 100 days, there was a randomize on it, making the blocks that spawned and all that stuff randomized, as I explained in the first one. I'll leave a card up in the top right corner if you want to watch that one. That video is a bit more, is my first 100 day videos, first one I ever did. If you see the one that's Crazy Craft, if you want to watch it you can, but it was one of the worst 100 day videos I've ever done. And this is my third one. It was worse than the first one. The first one was decent. Second one was just not a lot of effort was put into it. This one I'm putting a ton of effort into it. I put a ton of effort into this one. This video took ultimately months to make. If that's not dedication, I don't know what is. Also, can we please start moving somewhere, or am I just sitting here? Am I just sitting here? I was probably doing something. That group over side guard. And finally, here we go. New scene, here we go. We battled Mrs. EV again. This time she had level 105 EV. Excuse me, why do you have a level 105 EV? That is not feasibly possible. And on day 46, all the way to day 99, we officially purchased an orb. This orb would allow us to make the orb of fiery souls, ice souls, electric souls, but ultimately we created one of fiery souls. And we thought we could knock two birds out with one stone by battling gym leaders. Little did I actually know that defeating gym leader mons with the orb of fiery souls in your inventory doesn't actually count towards the orbs becoming full, because you would have to KO over 365 mons. And sometimes the orb would ultimately glitch out on itself, and it took me, instead of getting this 365 normally, it took me 1572 KOs to get it to fully charge. That was difficult in itself, and it was quite hard. See, orb of fiery souls, it didn't change. So we began a long tedious process of KOing every single mon to fill up this orb. This was the longest process ever. This is what took me 100 days takes so long. It took so long to get this to do it. And then there was editing and trips stuff, delaying this video even further. But it's here now, so that is what I'm happy about. Okay, and we continue to KO every single mon until until we complete the orb of fiery souls. Because once we KO one, they go straight to the orb. They become an orb of a fiery soul. And using this, we were able to count on mortars, which the footage was really corrupted. This was all I could salvage from catching it. We did use the master ball. The video itself was laggy, but we heard that little like a cleaning achievement. That was me catching the Moltres. While you don't see it on screen, you see it still battling it. It was caught using our master ball. And now, as you can see, we're gonna be here for a little bit. You can see the static shrine for all the static shows to get Zapdos, Frozen Souls to get the Kuna, or as I like to call it, the Almighty Freeze, which is honestly a fun nickname to call it, because Galarian Articuno legitimately looks like Frieza. It is pretty much a Frieza at that point, which is pretty much cool. This is the part. You can look around the 100 days. You can also get stuff like Arceus, Celebi. You can get pretty much every legendary within this game. The event legendaries anyway. You can get Lugia, Ho-Oh. You can get every legendary. Most of them could be found up here. Recording cast. Take 2. So the recording cast again, the video itself crashed, making it harder to film 100 days. And my allergies kicked in. Great. F's in the chat for my allergies. And once the rendering stops trying to Here we go again with the rendering crashing. Rendering crashing because my allergies are so dang bad. No one likes my allergies. No one, not even myself. So if this video does well, I'm gonna be happy. You guys are gonna be happy. So it's a win-win. So as long as this video decides not to kick itself in the butt and actually work properly, we should all be doing just fine. And yeah, then we begin our final battle with day 100. We're coming to almost having only 7 minutes left. That so 6 minutes till day 100 is officially. And then I will see you guys if our goal is reaching 1,000 views on this video. I'll see you guys in 200 days. If you guys somehow succeeded, you made things interesting. If this video gets 10,000 views, I'll do 1,000 days. Starting at day 101 to day 1000. That would probably be interesting. Or if you guys want to see something, maybe you want to see Pixelmon, or if you guys have maybe suggest to me, or anything else you want to suggest to me, leave it in the comment below. Also, don't forget to join Discord, where you can interact with me, talk with me anytime you like. I'm always there, and I respond to most DMs, comments, and the first one I'm probably not gonna answer, but if there's something about videos, or how to do something, I will almost immediately. I respond to stuff like that, and I'm always willing to help out my community. I feel like it's community far more than anything else. So with me that you guys watch my videos, help my Twitch do well, etc. It means a lot. And we are so far putting up a really good fight against this gym leader. And now we're fighting a shiny Hoopa, which of course was no problem, and we defeated the gym leader. We have completed every single one of our goals for this series. So we threw out our High Dragon and flew up to the skies, flying up to the highest point, going into F5 mode, flying with the High Dragon. Noticing that we are like 10 feet above it in a way. And we began to fly around our world. For the last time, we managed to defeat the last gym leader in no time flat, and we were flying. So, if you're wondering, do you need the elytra in this game? Heck no. Just grab a High Dragon or anyone that can fly, and just ride it. And it is a beautiful sight to behold. And then we eventually decided to go to spawn, flying around spawn for what could be our final time in the Pixelmon 100 days. So we took off on our High Dragon and began to look around spawn. The spawn they made, it was quite beautiful, and the details on the Pokemon they did was quite impressive. And I never would have seen people using cobwebs and stained glass to make colored clouds, which I found pretty much impressive. And we turned to it, and eventually we went into F1 mode, making ourselves and the High Dragon, well, ourselves and our hotbar, it pretty much invisible. Flying around, flying over to where we got our more trays and enjoying the scenery. Keep in mind, I am not good at flying all too well. And here that we come up, I believe is the SmashMc server IP. I know we did come across it. There it is. Hoax, Ash, and Hoax Smash. There's the Kyogre that they are built in the corner over here. Kyogres are very cool and very interesting. So we got out the Kyogre and we turned back into F1 mode and somehow sent our Embo out with the Hydreigon. And as seen in the video, we are towards the end of the video. So while you watch us surround and the image fades, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, share the video for more. And with that all being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys had a great time. I hope you guys have a great day. And to top things off, I will see you guys in the next video. So have a great day yet again, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.